Everybody, it's your boy Mac2Cool93 here, and we are live here on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. And today we've got special guest Nikko Industries. Give me 1 second. Let me finish with getting this all set up. Uh, Usually we do Discord, but for some reason Discord was not wanting to work. So we are using the guest star feature here on Twitch. And hopefully you guys can hear everything. Everything is good. But let me go ahead, get all my web browsers situated, get everything. And in the meantime, do you want to go ahead and introduce yourself to them, let them know where they can follow you, like find you and stuff like that?
Yeah, man. So first, thank you for having me on, man. It's a real honor. I really, really appreciate it.
No problem. Thank you for
So
coming in.
I am Nikko, the Nikko of Nikko Industries. Um, you guys can follow me on Nikko.industries on Instagram. And I'm pretty easy to find on the interwebs. So just Google Nikko Industries, Nikko with two Ks. You'll find everything that you guys are looking for on there. My Instagram, what I do is I do 3D printing. Um, I let my inner child out. I make props, statues, toys, novelty items, stuff like that. So it's a lot of fun.
Hold up. Nope. That's gotta go there. I love when this does this. It's been literally for the last like almost hour. We've been trying to get Discord working. Discord wasn't picking up no kind of audio. So I was like, okay,
Zero.
we tried Skype, nothing. I could hear him, he couldn't hear me, but he could see me. And it's been one thing after the other. But now we've
It
got
was a
every
pretty big shit show. Yeah.
yeah, we've got everything going on. So I'm like, okay, we've got this. If I got everything going well, we're gonna progress through. And there we go. Hopefully you guys can hear it and everything is fine. And again, sorry it took about 30 minutes past what we were supposed to do.
It's all right. I'm Filipino, so we're always late.
Yeah.
So that's probably what it is.
Probably like you this is the first time I've had any kind of issues with any audio through Discord. And I'm like, I don't know what it is, but hey.
I agree. Discord is normally pretty good and pretty straightforward. It's pretty easy, but guess not today, man.
Right? I've used uh every guest through Discord except for one. Now two. So out of the 11 people that I've interviewed, it's Nikko that decides like, "Hey, we're not gonna work."
I even tried different devices. I tried it on my phone. Nothing. It just
Yeah.
guess it wasn't in the books today, man.
I was just like, we're one way or another this is going live.
Yeah, for sure.
But so since we're live, I'm getting these going. So one more second, guys. Sorry about that, y'all. Getting us some people in. All right. So we've got
Good.
one. I'm blocking you. It's a bot.
Teasing use magas.
Right. So we got one over in YouTube, one here on Twitch. Welcome in, everybody. I'm Mac2Cool93 to the internet. I'm on Twitch, Instagram, TikTok as Mac2Cool93. On Twitter, it's that one guy underscore Mac, and to YouTube, it's Jed. So if you guys are here, I appreciate you.
Hey
Uh,
Jen, what's the link for people to join this stream?
oh, for this stream, you can do twitch.tv/Mac2Cool. But I've also did you get the links through Discord?
Send me that link and I'll put it in my Facebook group so people can join us.
I got you. Uh, Nico's pretty soft. Why is that?
I'm soft. You can't hear me. Is this better?
Yeah, I mean, I got the guest audio all the way up.
People said I had that problem too in my live stream.
Yeah,
Is that better?
I was having the issues last week too with Frank through his YouTube. Nico's pretty. Is that a little bit better if he holds it up
Is that
closer?
better? Can you
Hold
hear
up.
me now?
Let me. Can you still hear me if I have the mic over here?
It's really soft if it's over there.
Okay. What about here?
It's a little better.
It's a little better because I don't want to overpower you because it sounds like it's coming from the PC maybe.
It's almost like I'm distant.
Yeah.
I can't get in my face any closer to the microphone.
That if it's too bad, I will. It's fine. Nico is pretty low from Flip 3D.
Hey, Jed, let me send me that link and I'll put it in the Facebook group right
I
now.
got you. I'm doing. Copy. We will get this situated, guys. There's the YouTube, Twitch, whichever one you want to use. I've got the multi-stream going, so and then there's that
Sorry,
one.
I was texting Uncle Jesse.
No, you're fine. So I've got that. I sent you the links.
Oh, you sent it via Discord. There it is. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Let me
Um.
copy that. Let's go to Facebook. Is my audio better now, guys?
Yeah. Is his audio better, or does it still sound distant? Snotty Man, thank you for the follow. Welcome in, everybody. We got 3 in YouTube, 3 here on Twitch, 3 on Twitch, 3 on YouTube. So I guess let me pull up my notes. All right. So as he said, he's Nikko Industries of he's Nikko of Nikko Industries. You can find him on most socials, correct? At Nikko Industries.
Yeah. So all you got to do is search up Nikko Industries or Nikko Industries Instagram. You'll find me, Facebook, all that stuff. I'm pretty easy to find.
Sorry that we came on a little bit late, guys. We were having audio issues on my end, but they said audio is better and audio is better, Nico. All right,
Okay,
cool. So to kind of start this off, what got you into 3D printing and what was your first printer?
What got me into 3D printing? So I love telling the story, man. It was my son and my kids that got me into 3D printing. So I'll try to speak up. So my kids love dressing up when they were little. Um, and I'm the type of dad. I'm very involved. And when my son was 4 or 5, he loved dressing up as the Marvel characters. It was at the peak of the Marvel boom, right?
Mm-hmm.
So at the Disney store, I would buy him. I bought him all the costumes: Iron Man, Black Panther, Thor, Captain America. Dude, I bought everything. I bought my daughter, the Black Widow, right? So as my father, I'm very involved. So I dressed up with him. My first build was from the Pepakura foam.
Okay.
So I had a foam full Iron Man suit.
Ooh.
And I fell in love with the craft. And then one day, while going through Instagram, I saw this leg. Right, it was a shin piece, and it was so highly detailed. It was shaped perfectly, and I was like, dude, it looked like plastic. So
Yeah.
I messaged the guy, and the guy said, dude, that's 3D printed. I said, it's what? And he said, dude, it's 3D printed. I go, get out of here. So that night, dude, I went down a rabbit hole.
Of just
Um, and long story short, that's when Nikko Industries was born.
okay. That's pretty cool. Like most people just say, "Oh, I wanted to get into it to do this. I wanted to do this." Not like the fact that you're hands on with your kids and that's pretty cool. Like not a lot of people could say that their dad got into 3D printing because of them, and that's pretty
Yeah,
cool. Um,
yeah, man. So one day, what, do you have kids, Jed?
I don't know.
For those of you who have kids, um, one day you're gonna put your kid down for the last time, and you don't know when that day is. One day you're gonna tuck your kid in for the last time, and you don't know when that day's coming, right? So, word of advice, if you will, um, that's how I live my days.
That's awesome, man. So another question that I've got for you is when you started 3D modeling, was it something that you already knew how to do, or did you kind of like teach yourself?
I taught myself. I did not go to school for it.
No.
No.
How hard was that?
Once you get the hang, okay, so there's different types of 3D modeling, right?
Hmm.
3D modeling for 3D printing is a bit different from modeling for games, modeling for low poly, right? It's different.
Hmm.
I don't care about the colors or the texture or anything like that because it's not going in a video game. It's going on a machine.
Yeah.
But what you do have to mess with is the mesh. The mesh has to be watertight, and that's the term that we use um, for 3D printing. Okay, it can't have any holes. Otherwise, the machine won't be able to slice it. It's going to have errors. It's just not going to come out well.
Yeah.
So modeling for 3D printing is a bit different from modeling than anywhere else.
Okay. Yeah. So Kaiju said I can vouch for that as a dad myself. I think his.
Yeah, man. So Kaiju, Alex. So you and I both know, dude. One day, it's quick. Don't blink.
Yeah.
Don't blink.
That's actually Kaiju Alex is actually the one that referred me to looking at your website, and I was just like, I went through. I'm like, all right, this is pretty cool. And then I went through and I found you on Insta or on YouTube when you did the live with Uncle Jesse and Frank,
Oh yeah.
and I just kind of went through earlier and was like looking at some of your, um, I think it was on Instagram, like some of the things that you were printing that you were posting, and man, they looked really cool.
I appreciate that, Alex. Thank you so much, man.
Yeah, my gosh, I can't think of what Kaiju's son's name is, but yeah, he's 14. I've met him, and dude is pretty cool. Beat me in Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2. Like just I think I got two hits on him and his dad
Bro,
playing that.
these kids, I'm telling you, I used to be that guy at the arcade. Like if
Eric.
I'm bored, I'll challenge you. So you're trying to beat the game, right? Marvel
Yeah.
versus Cap. Sorry, X Men versus Street Fighter. You're on the thing, and you're trying to beat the game, trying to get to Apocalypse. I gotta get home because I got shit to do.
Yeah.
I'm not an asshole that'll challenge you. So you get the fuck up so I can beat the game. So I But dude, I'm telling you, people will beat my ass now. They got like 15 fingers in one hand, bro. Like how?
Yeah. So, SG, which is another guy that I was talking to you about, says all the things I learned in Blender is due to Nico's class. Now,
I appreciate that, man.
SG was actually the first guest on A Day in the Life of almost a year ago. I think I
Oh,
started.
nice.
I think I started doing this about May of last year, April or May, and
Mm-hmm.
I looked at him. I was like, "Hey, man, like I want to bring you in so that way people like can get a different look because he's a Twitch streamer, but like I know him through the Ranger community because he 3D modeled and printed Christopher Kamen Lee who is the Red Ranger from Power Rangers in Space, the
Mm.
red and black Spider Saber that he posted, and it's just, and we got to talk, and I'm actually in the process of gonna be commissioning something from him once, and I'm excited. But like he downgrades his like helmet work, but he's got some pretty great helmets that he's made for
Nice,
someone who
man.
only just does like the props and stuff.
Yeah, so I actually, right before the stream started, I had just finished recording episode 3 of the 10-minute modeling challenge.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, those are so stressful.
Yeah.
Bro, 10 minutes, just like that, like gone. Like, what the hell happened?
Yeah.
But,
So
they're fun. It really sharpens your skills.
yeah. To the 5 people we have over in YouTube, welcome in. Thank you for being here. To the 4 that we've got here in Twitch, welcome in. I think I know who we've got in here. It's Kaiju, SG, Ivy, Nightmare, Nikko Industries, Snotty Man, and Ultraviolet 39. So what's it been like for you to transition from like an active duty to like civilian life, and was it easy for you?
So I actually was active duty. Shit, it's been a while, dude. Like 12 years ago.
12? No, wow.
Yeah, it's been a while. But I built power plants for the Air Force. That's what I say. Um, we use generators and we combine them to power the base.
Hmm.
Stateside, my job is backup power. So I made sure that all generators were functioning properly in the event of a baseline power outage, right? And then I found out how much money I made in the civilian world. I was like, dang, I'm out. Let me get out. So I got out. The transition was pretty smooth, man. Nothing really. I mean, nothing outside of you're hired. All right, bye.
Yeah,
Nothing special about it.
got you. So, what year did you enlist, and what year did you leave?
I enlisted in '09.
Oh nine. Okay.
Yeah, so I was living in Texas in '09, and I was stationed here in California um, at Travis Air Force Base in 2010.
Okay.
I was here in 2010, and then I left in 2013.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
So, like, did you do any tours? Did you just, you know?
No, man. So during my time in the Air Force, it was peacetime, kind of, right?
Yeah.
I wouldn't call it peacetime, but the Air Force was overstaffed, right?
Oh wow.
And during that time, my ex-wife was pregnant with our first child, and our shop had too many people.
Mm-hmm.
And so when there was the deployment, they were like, "Who wants to go?" And because I was having a child, my son would have been born while I was in deployment.
Mm-hmm.
And so our shop lead said, "Nah, man, you stay. You're not missing your child's being
Birth.
born,
Yeah.
right?" And 2 years after, I was up again for the bucket, right? In our buckets, my second child was going to be born. My first child was born in August. My second child was born in July. So it was
Oh wow.
about the same time frame.
Yeah.
So they're like, "Nope, stay. You're not going anywhere." And after that, my contract was up, and I was like, "Peace."
Yeah. Okay. I guess this is something you might, I don't know. The question that I had was, what was your title in the military, if you're able to discuss it? Kind of the same question I'd asked with
Yeah, I
Frank.
was Power Pro. I was in power production.
Okay. So, um, how was your 3D printing slash model? How has 3D printing modeling changed your life? Was it something you always been interested in, or?
So 3D printing, like I said, just kind of fell on my lap, man. It was for my kids.
Yeah.
Um, I never expected this type of success to come over me. Uh, Honestly, man, it's just me being a kid. You know,
Hmm.
I love this stuff. I love making things. I will never get tired of being able to imagine something in my head, putting it in the computer, designing it, making it appear in front of my face in the computer, putting it in a machine, and bringing it to life. No other industry can do that except this.
Yeah.
And you can do it in your home.
So
When people say bring your imagination to life, right, with all these toys,
yeah,
that that just reached a whole new level just now in the past however many years. And 3D printing is exponentially getting bigger and bigger.
yeah, and it's a little bit more affordable to get a printer nowadays, and like easier
Right,
somewhat.
right. A 3D printer used to be what, $500-$600?
Yeah.
Dude, they're selling them for 99 bucks.
Oh, what printer is that?
With a Micro Center coupon, I believe you can get an Ender 3 for 99 bucks.
Oh wow,
Mm-hmm.
did not know that. So hey, if you're close to a micro center and you got a coupon, there you go. You can get your first printer for 99.
Everyone knows about that coupon.
See, because I
Put it in
live.
the chat. Type coupon in the chat if you know about that coupon.
See, for me, I live in North Carolina, and I think.
You're in North Carolina?
Hmm.
Question: UNC or Duke?
Uh, I basketball. It's weird. College basketball is Duke, but I grew up in West Virginia, and I'm an Ohio State fan.
All right, no, that's cool. That's cool. I'm a Duke fan.
Okay.
I'm a Duke fan. Love Michael though. Like, I respect for UNC just because of Michael. Um, but I love Coach K. I love his leadership. I love his leadership style. So, sorry, I digress. I'm a basketball player.
Oh shoot, there you go. So he's a basketball. What were you a what was your
Point guard.
position? Point guard. Okay.
I was a point guard, shooting guard. We just won a three-peat for the league here, and I
Hey,
won Coach of the Year.
there you go.
And I dipped, dude. I did a Michael. We won three, and I was like, I'm out.
It's like bye. No, see, for me, I played football. So when I was younger, I played football, basketball, and I ran track. And then I also did bowling on the side because that was something me and my grandparents did. And then I got into weightlifting shortly after I messed up my knee in seventh grade year.
Bro, it's knee. It's always the knee, bro.
Yep.
I just got hurt a month ago.
Oh.
Yeah, just got hurt a month ago. I sprained my knee.
Ooh.
It hasn't recovered yet. It's like, come on.
Yeah.
Dude, I think I'm just gonna be done. I'm done, bro. I'm just gonna go back to lifting weights.
Yeah. See,
I'm gonna go back to martial arts.
Yeah. See, for me, I tore my ACL when I was in seventh grade.
Wait, you tore an ACL in seventh grade?
Because I was taller than so I grew quicker than most kids, and once I did that, like I think I was like, I've stayed the same height since I was in middle school. I was 5'8", and after I did that, they said that there's a chance I could have stunted my growth plate, but I think I was closer to like maybe 5'10" ish. I say because my friend was 6 foot. And I was a little bit shorter than him, but like ever since the knee injury and the surgery, it's yeah, I'm like 5'8" and a quarter on a good day, and it's just I had my first surgery in 2012. I completely torn my ACL, MCL, and my meniscus, and then 2 months later, I re-tore my ACL. I was doing like a summer program job, and I was a what is it? The people who go around and fix stuff in your house. I was working for like a housing complex, and I was basically going and helping them. I retore it then, so yeah. Ever since, it's just like slowly progressed, and I'm like, I don't like it.
And you don't heal as fast?
Nope.
Damn it.
Yeah, I have that same Infinity Gauntlet mug. Rock on, Nico.
Yeah, my Infinity Gauntlet coffee mug.
But yeah, no. So like, it's crazy. Like sports when you're younger, it's easy, and then you get older, and you're like, I can still do this, and then it's like, no, can't.
No,
Can't.
No, your body will tell you too.
Uh, so how many printers do you have?
4.
Four.
I was at 10.
That's a
Yeah,
big,
I
big
was at
down.
10 and I downsized because I wasn't printing as much. I wasn't printing as much. I my focus went to um, to building the business,
Hmm.
and I wasn't printing as much. And then one Saturday morning, I was on the phone with Uncle Jay, right?
Hmm.
And I was like, "Hey, man, that Bamboo Labs X1, like, is it that good?" He said, "Bro, get it." And then we talked about it. And while he was on the phone, I ordered one, and this machine is it's like a rotisserie, bro. You set it and forget it. I think it's
Yeah.
amazing.
Now, do you
And
do you primarily print on that one?
I'm sorry,
Have you been primarily printing off of that one or both of them?
both of them. So I used to have 6 CR10 S4s,
Oh
two
wow.
up top, two in the middle, two underneath. Um, and I would only really print on like two of them.
Hmm.
And so I was like, you know what? Let me sell these. Actually, let me sell five, and then let me buy my X1 carbon. And then this thing came, and I was like, holy shit! Like, wow!
Yeah.
And it solved all my. It was just amazing, amazing. And so the P1P came out. I pre-ordered that, and then it came. It's not as good as the X1.
Hmm.
It still does the job. And then my other two machines are the LMU Saturn and the Phenom L.
Okay.
Two resin machines. Yep.
Two resins. Okay. So now the second part of that question, if you could go back and buy your first printer over again with your current knowledge, would it be the same or something different?
So, question for that: do I have the same printers now, or the same printers available at that time?
Um, I guess same printers as now.
Same printers as now.
Yeah.
X1
X1.
with, yep.
Okay. What? Why
But
would
if
that
I had
be?
to go back and do it all over again with the printers I had during that time, same. I'd get the CR10. The CR10 was my workhorse. Boy, that thing gave me everything. If not the CR10, I'll probably get the CR10 S4 just because it's bigger.
Yeah.
But at that time, I don't think they had the S4. I think the CR10 was the biggest machine when I first started.
Okay. That's,
That was a 12 by 12 by 14 or 16, I believe.
yeah.
No, it was 16. It was 12 in the X, 12 in the Y, 16 on the Z.
Okay. I think Kaiju actually has a CR10 and an Ender 3 if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
And my friend SG, which his home printer is the CR10.
Yeah, so the CR10, I think you can get a CR10 now for like three, $400.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, when I first got a CR10, it was $800.
Yeah. Like it's crazy to think cuz like two no, not two. I was still living in Georgia at that point. And I was toying with the idea because I was making pretty good money at that point in time because I was an assistant manager of a Jimmy John's, which lo and behold, a couple years later, I like 3 years later, I came back and I'm an assistant manager now back at a Jimmy John's, making better money. Um,
Mm-hmm.
but I was looking, and in my Amazon wish list, I had one of the printers in there. It was like $1,000 printer. I don't remember what it was because I went back to try and look, and it was no longer available. And I'm just thinking to myself, man, if I would have bought that back then, where I would have been at now, and then I toyed with the idea like back in like October. I was like, I want to get a printer, so like I went on and started doing some research, and that's when I came across Frank's YouTube. I was like,
Mm-hmm.
okay, and he was like, so for beginner printer, this is what I recommend, which was the Ender 3. He said if you want a more of a hands-on experience and want to sit down and learn how to build it properly, he's like, but if you want to do, and then I think he recommended a CR10. I think he's like for props and stuff. So like those were like the ones at the time that stuck in my head. And I'm like, well, also asked some of my other friends who I know who have printers, and doing all the research with that, I'm just like, okay, I'm gonna go with the Ender 3, and I'm gonna get into that. Uh, I have a CR10 Pro Smart and an Ender 3 Pro. Okay, that yeah, I knew it was an Ender. I just Ender 3. I just couldn't remember for Kaiju, but like I got this thing, and it's been a pain in the ass to try and situate with, man. Like I think I just finally got a scoop on how what I've been doing wrong. I'm like, okay, this makes more sense. Now I'm like, now the pieces are starting to flow together, and I'm like, okay, so if I sit down, do this, and do this, everything should be fine. And it's been one of them things. I've had it since like January, and for a while it was down because I was getting like clicking and grinding sounds on it. I took it, got it looked at, and the sound stopped. So I was like, what is this? And then so yeah, I've just been like slowly going back through and like rewatching videos, looking at other people's videos, and trying to be like, okay, so let me. This is what I'm doing wrong. I didn't know about this, so let's do this.
Yeah, so the 3D printing industry is very much in its infancy stages,
Yeah.
right? The machine that came out that resolved all those problems is the X1, because the X1 you can take out of the box and it runs.
Yeah.
It's very little assembly. It's got a nice, decent sized plate, nice decent sized plate. It's very intuitive. It fixes itself if it has problems. Very little problems if and when they do arise.
Yeah.
And that's why the X1 is such a big competition all of a sudden for both Prusa and Creality, right? We're not even going to talk about Anycubic. Anycubic is just, dude, sit down, right? And so that's why X1 and Bamboo Labs have been so successful,
Mhm.
because they heard the cries and the complaints of people about when they start 3D printing, right? They want something to work out of the box,
Yeah.
right? I have an engineering background. It was easy for me.
Yeah.
But what about the little boy or the little girl who wants to get into it? The 9-year-old who asks for a 3D printer. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So Bamboo Labs fix that problem, and that's why they're king right now.
Now, if we were talking to Frank, he would like he's not been a fan of the bamboo.
He's not.
Nah, like he did I think he did a short or something on Instagram one day, and like he had finally got it working, and then all of a sudden like the next day he's like, man, it's just I'm having more issues with this than any other printer, and he's like,
Was it the X1 or the P1P?
I think it was the P1P.
I could see that. I could see that.
Yeah, no, it is definitely not an out of the box hobby, and I knew it wasn't
The
going to be
first
easy.
company that makes 3D printing good out of the box is the next billion-dollar company.
Yeah, I think.
If they build it as such and they market it correctly, billion-dollar company.
Oh, for
Heard
sure.
it here, folks.
So, what's it been like starting Nikko Industries and doing, making it to where like it's just a subscription? Like, what's changed? Like, did it start off as like pay $10 and you get all of my library, or did it start off like, hey, here's a Mandalorian helmet, STL, $35 and it's yours type, or was it something different?
So it started off as a la carte shop. Okay, you buy this file, you get it. That's it.
Yeah.
And then I started a Patreon where it was $15 a month, and then you get like I think 3 or 4 files a month. And then I had a merchant tier, which was $50 if you wanted to sell the prints, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then there's a lot of people who say, "Fuck you, I'm gonna sell it anyway. What are you gonna do about it?"
Yeah.
And I do like the subscription model because it's predictable recurring revenue, and people love it because they just have to pay $10 and that's it,
Yeah.
right? It's a win for everybody. And so I said, you know what? I have a big enough library. I've been around for a while. People know the brand. People know me. I said, screw it, let's go. And it's been it's been a good turnaround. It's been a good um, people accepted it. People were like, yeah, let's do it. Everybody loved it, so here we are. I'm actually able to produce more now um, because of the revenue that's come in. I was like, all right, cool. With more people that signed up, you know, I can build my team and hire more designers that can bust out more files. And right now, people are getting one file a day.
Oh wow. Yeah,
Yeah,
because
so you get 30,
now,
right? So if you compare that to STL Flix, STL Flix, I believe, is $30 a month if you want the commercial license, right?
yeah,
$10.
$10
Commercial
compared to
license.
30. So,
You know what I mean?
some people's gonna be
If you're
like,
not
hey,
going to sell the files, if you're not going to sell the prints, STL Flix is $11. I think 11 or 12.
yeah,
So,
I,
and to my knowledge, resin printing is even tougher. Detail is amazing, but the smell, cleanup, fails, types, resin. Um, Not necessarily. I love resin printing. Well, I can get out some great prints with resin printing. The only thing with resin printing is I can only resin print from spring to fall.
oh,
Because
she,
if it's too cold, the resin doesn't stick. Uncle Jesse, however, he resin printed in the snow
how?
up in New York, and it
Oh,
printed.
whole New
I have
York
never been
winter.
able to. So I can only resin print from spring to fall.
This
Um,
live and
yeah,
Facebook.
I think
No,
I
dude,
shared
you're
this
fine.
live on Facebook in the Facebook group.
No, dude, you're completely fine with that. You're a mod, man. Anything, I give you full permission if you want to share this in the in one of your print in the 3D printing group that you guys are part of.
Yeah, I think I put in the armor group.
On the armor group, yeah. It looks like I've got on here. It shows one view, but in there it shows that I've got 6 viewers in YouTube. So I don't know that one, but I mean, hey. So I will say, how tough was it for you to? Because I saw your Power Rangers Megazord one,
Oh
that
yeah,
you printed out. That thing was because like I said, I've been in the Ranger community, back in it since 2015.
this guy, right?
Yeah, that guy. How hard was it to model and print that?
So I don't 3D model anymore. Well,
Oh.
I do, but a lot of the stuff that I do is from my team, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what we did was we took an existing Megazord file
Mm-hmm.
and I said, let's make it a toy.
Yeah,
And so we did.
thing's pretty cool.
And yeah, man, he's pretty badass. I like him. A lot of the flexies right now, though, have a flat back, right? Give me a second. All right, so like Hulk here, Hulk has a flat back
Mm-hmm.
because he lays on the bed
Yeah.
like that, right? So when you pick him up, it's not as cool. He's not as cool looking.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
All the details in the front, and then there's not a lot in the
But
back.
with the new way that I instructed my designers to do it, because I'm the engineer, right? I was like, all right, if we do this and have it like this,
Uh-huh.
we should be able to do it. But so with the new way I did it, we're able to keep a lot of detail
Yeah.
in the back while still maintaining it being flexy for the toy,
Yeah.
right?
That's cool. Posted. Hey, appreciate you, Kaiju. Now, can it only stay in that form, or does it go into like the canon form of it?
No, it's just in that.
Just in that.
Yeah.
Awesome. So we're at the point in the stream where I will generally ask some of the live audience that's here if they have any questions for you, um, or if there's just anything they want to ask you in general. Like I know Kaiju had been like I told him about this about bringing you on, and his first response was, "Man, that's cool. There's some questions I want to ask him." So
Go ahead,
Kaiju, you
brother
got any
man.
questions you want to ask Nico?
Let's do it to it.
Rando, welcome in, bro. I think he's still in here.
So there's a lag between the live
Yeah,
when they hear it.
I think there's like a slight shout out,
I think it's like 30 seconds, something like that.
Rando.
Streets of Rage. Holy shit.
Oh yeah, Streets of Rage.
Yo, Streets of Rage was my shit, bro.
So Rando is a Hang on, you answered a few already. Oh, so Rando, he was in. He's basically trying to be more of a like an older game like streamer. So like he's played the Mega Man series, Marvel. He's played the Capcom games. He's got like a lot of the older style games, like the beat 'em ups, and that's why I love Rando. I've known Rando, no, sorry, since like 2017, I believe, and we've gotten to know each other to the point to where like we used to play Fortnite together like weekly, if not like. But yeah, no, he's. Let me see if I can get his stream because my internet's running a little slow right now. Um, but Rando has played. It's loading slow. He's also used to work for Marvel and DC. So yeah, he's played Streets of Rage, Capcom Arcade, Pro Gear, Bionic Commando, Capcom Arcade, uh, Second Stand, Mega Man: The Power of Battle. So like any older games.
This is Frank. Similar answer. You make new files every single day. Thanks. You're welcome. I'm sure you have tons of other projects you'd love to make, but what is a 3D printed project you haven't done but are excited to work on in the future? I can't say that because I already made it.
He's already made it.
I already built it. I made it. It's underneath the table right now. Actually, it was sitting right up here before the stream started. And I was like, oh shit, I gotta take this off. I don't want anybody to see it. But it's something that has never been done. And I tested it out. And dude, I fucking play with this shit all the time. I've played with it so many times. And I want to reveal it so bad, and I'm itching. But I can't yet. It's to me, it's such a badass toy. I'm actually going to take it to a toy company.
Oh,
Yeah.
can you give a hint on?
No.
No, would it give it
No.
away?
I can't.
Ugh.
I'm actually. I might actually try to take it to a toy company. Um, and I want to see if they want to manufacture it. And I'll just say, hey, look, I prototyped it. It's my invention. I want 5%.
Oh yeah. I don't think that's.
That's all I want.
Yeah.
I'm actually gonna say 30. And if they say yes, I'm like, yeah, fucking sweet. But
Yeah.
yeah.
So I
Um,
see something printing in the back. What you got going on there?
so someone ordered the strong hands. Yeah. So she bought two. And I was like, shit, I gotta make them.
Yeah. No, I saw you.
And then I was talking to the guy who played the butler in
Uh-huh.
Scary Movie 2.
Yeah.
He saw my post on TikTok.
Oh.
And I've been talking to him on Instagram. So I sent one to him where he lives, and they're going to remake the entire scene.
Mm-hmm.
And I made him the Infinity Gauntlet hand as well. So
That's
I'm pretty
awesome.
excited to see what they're gonna come up with that.
Yeah, so he kind of stole like one of the question that I was gonna ask off of what I've already got here, just because I'd like to throw some questions in there. Now, on your was it you were the one that did the Emerald dragon helmet from Legend of the White Dragon, correct?
I believe so. I did both.
How
I did the White Dragon and the Emerald Ranger. Yep.
now? Have you printed those out?
No, I have not. Dude,
No.
there's some. I got no more room. I got no room in the house.
Chris Elliott is hysterical. Yeah, I think I'm about to. So I think I was in middle school to late elementary school when Scary Movie 2 came out.
Yeah, dude, I fucking died laughing. Boy, I died laughing.
Like,
Um, and he was such a big part of my teenage years. Dude, I would quote Scary Movie 2 all day long. And for me to talk to the guy who played the butler, it was just kind of cool, you know.
yeah. Malik Cooper, thank you for the follow on Facebook and thank you for the like. Welcome in. We've got Nikko of Nikko Industries here. To anyone who has missed this stream, I will be downloading it. What's going on, Malik? How we doing, man? I will be downloading it and re-uploading it to YouTube, so that way it stays in my file part of it, and that way you guys can go back and re-watch it, and get the experience like you're re-watching it, but it's not going to be live. You may have answered this already. After your kid's costume, what was your first project that you printed and completed for yourself?
The MK46,
The suit?
the suit, full suit.
Which one was?
I'm sitting next to it. It's right here. It's in a FedEx box because I was gonna sell it because I put on about 15 pounds since that. um, no, so it was the MK46,
Which ones? Hold up.
and I printed the full suit, and it was yeah, that was my big project after that.
Hold up.
And the one after that was Ninja Batman.
Ooh.
That one is over there. I completed that full suit as well. And it's all just been small projects here and there, really, just so I can have some sort of display. Now, I would have a lot more room in the house for all this stuff, but the problem is the current house we live in isn't the house that we want to live in forever.
Right.
We're currently trying to save up for our forever home, and that home is where I'm going to build out the shop.
Yeah.
Um, and that's where I paint the walls, I get out the tables, everything, and that's where I'm going to put all my helmets and all that stuff. I got three giant boxes of props sitting next to me. I got a full Ninja Batman over there. I got more props inside the house. I got guns on the wall, dude. I'm running out of room.
Yeah.
Um, but I can see a lot of wall space just here in the garage, and so once I get our forever home, that's where I can be able to display it. That's when I can build more stuff.
Kind of do what
But
Frank
for the
did.
most part, it's all just been really small projects, just helmets, weapons here and there, stuff like this. He's Chomper,
From
King Chomp from
Mario.
Mario.
Yeah.
Yeah, so small stuff like that. What else do I have here? I have Mario and Yoshi. Love these guys, dude. It's like being five again.
I'm working.
I appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you, Kaiju. I appreciate that, man.
Yeah, no. So before he even got a 3D printer, he was making dioramas. And like he would buy like the different
Diorama's a hell of a lot easier now, doesn't it?
yeah, and he he not 3D printed. He'd buy like the action figures and then like he would make the dioramas and he would like post it on like his Instagram. And I'm like, man, this is like it's so cool. Like I love seeing Kaiju's like stuff whenever he would post it. He did a what is it? the Stranger Things pizza shop, I think.
Hmm.
And he recently did the Clerks, you know the movie The Clerks from with that was done by Kevin Smith.
Hmm.
So he made
Yeah, the
that
movie
quick
Clerks.
shop.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, he's working on that, and just it's pretty cool. Like he went and saw the third one, and he's like he just started making it, and seeing that like progress is pretty cool. So in your 3D printing uh era, I guess you could I'm gonna call it. I don't know how many things do you think you've printed between like printing,
Ooh,
selling, just anything that you've printed that you've made, and then have either kept or got rid of? How many do you think you've made?
shit. Good. I don't know. I honestly don't even know, bro. Um, but for me right now, man, the biggest thing is my charity work. In my 5 years of Nikko Industries being alive, my charity by far has been the most fulfilling.
That's awesome, man.
So when I 3D print these toys, right, these Yoshis, these Mario's,
Mm-hmm.
I don't keep them.
Oh
I
wow.
mean, I keep one, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'll make one for myself and I print another one. You know, when you're testing, because when I test files, I print one, two, especially the flexies. Um, I save them, right? Right now, I actually have a big enough box that I can send back to the Philippines and give to orphan kids and homeless kids.
Oh, dude, that's awesome.
Yeah. So every year, it started last year. Every year now, I plan on either going myself or um, sending back toys to the Philippines for orphanages and homeless kids, or just kids who don't have that good of a Christmas,
Yeah.
right? And then I take the money from Patreon. So the Patreon now is solely for buying supplies, clothes, books, um, food for homeless, orphaned, and disadvantaged children in the Philippines.
Dude, that's
And
awesome.
dude, let me tell you, the feeling is unfreaking believable,
Yeah.
unbelievable, bro. So that's to me, that's by far the biggest thing. Next to doing things for the kids. The kids don't give a shit about what I'm doing now.
Yeah.
They grew out of it. They're like, oh, whatever, dad. You know. Um, so I stayed. I stayed in 3D printing. I stayed in the cosplay industry. My kids grew out of it, and now I make toys, and these toys are for the kids who are less fortunate than us.
Yeah. I mean, that's cool that like not a lot of people like once they get to a platform. What is it, Nico? About the mic? Is there a setting to make it
I don't know what that means,
omnidirectional, or is
so
it just?
probably not.
I think what he means. So like mine, I've got it like sitting straight up. Where
Oh, is it covering my face?
like,
Bro,
cause like
it's so
you've kind of
good.
got it like built back like that. I don't know if that
If I
makes.
put it anywhere else aside from in front of my face, y'all not gonna hear me.
Yeah. Now I don't know if
Like if I put it
it's
right here,
yeah. I can barely hear you.
it's got to be right here.
Yeah. Uh. So I mean, but like I said, it's cool that you do like you take your platform and you're giving back to like the less fortunate, because not a lot of people once they hit to that point, they decide, oh hey, I'm making enough money to where I don't need an actual job nowadays. What can I do? I'm just gonna go out and buy all these fancy cars. But I mean, you're taking and you're doing something when you turn
Also, when I go
away.
like this, yeah, dude, maybe it's time for a new mic. But
Hey,
it's worked for me though. It's so crazy.
yeah. Sometimes it just like two people can link up and do something, and like where they usually have good quality, it becomes uh yeah, keep it close to your
That's what
mouth.
she said.
That's very much what she said. Um, but so I guess I'm gonna give this last question for you. Where do you see your brand being in about 5 years?
I'm hoping that the brand has grown. Obviously, I do want eventually to be the premier membership for premium SDL files.
Yeah,
In 5 years, I hope to have another thousand or so files where they can have, 1,000, 2,000 files to choose from, still for the same price, $10 a month. Um, I'm hoping that Nikko Industries is also recognized as a brand that gives back. Um, I'm hoping that people see more of what I'm doing for the less fortunate, for my home country, for these kids who don't have a Christmas, man.
yeah.
I'm really hoping that a lot more people see that, and I'm hoping to have my forever house by then, so I can post these so I can have a place to put,
The
Bob
cool
Bomb.
stuff that you make. I think if you post even just 2 to 3 files a week, you'll do all right.
Nah, man, I gotta give you two or three a day, bro.
Man, but I think
People still cancel their membership. It blows my mind.
why? I mean, if you get out of maybe if you get out of
You sell one file, you sell one print from my files. It's paid for.
see there you go. Says you've been killing it, Nico. Just want you to know your subscription is way worth it.
I appreciate it. Thank you, man. I appreciate it.
So like you've got so I'm a nerd. Like I like Dragon Ball Z, Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, just kind of like stuff like that. But like I've been getting really big into like over the last since I was a kid, I've read like the Spider-Man comics. So I've been a Marvel stan. But like I've gotten into like more of like the DC stuff as I've gotten older. And I'm a big Red Hood fan. Like that not Tim, Jason Todd is like by far my favorite out of the Bat family, like of the Robins, is my favorite Robin because
Because he don't fuck around, bro.
yeah,
He is the definition of fuck around and find out.
yeah, and like me, I had a tough upbringing, you know, so like that's kind of why I resonate with that character a little bit. So like my goal is because you've got like 2 or 3 helmets up there, I think.
Yeah, so there's Samurai Red Hood. There's like your regular Red Hood. I think there's a Red Hood statue.
Yeah,
I think there's another Samurai Red Hood where he looks like an Oni mask.
yeah, and it's stuff like that to where my favorite is Nightwing. Nightwing is a not a close second for me. My second favorite is Red Robin, and some people don't get why I call him Red Robin, but like when he gets to like the point he gets almost a more of like a bird like costume. So like he is dubbed Red Robin in the comics a little bit, and you know, so like Tim Drake, probably my second favorite Robin. Don't get me wrong, Dick Grayson, the OG, but like you get Tim Drake or not Tim Drake, Dick Grayson so much. It's always Batman. It's always Bruce Wayne, uh, Dick Grayson. It's never Bruce Wayne and Jason Todd. It's never Batman and uh, Tim Drake. So like that's why I resonate more with those two because it we don't get them through everything, and it's just like those two characters, in my opinion, are probably some of the best written characters. I might get a lot of flack for that, but that's just me. Nightwing is also dope. Dick Grayson is the original, still one of the best. Yeah, and like I can't hate on someone for because it's their opinion, but like if I were to like go through, uh, Red Hood has like the best looking costume because it's not the typical uh eye and cow and stuff. It's he's got a helmet, and that's me. And I'm probably once I get better with my printing, I'm probably gonna subscribe to your subscription base, like your subscription, and print some of those files. So like guys, if you are into 3D printing and you've got a printer, check out Nikko Industries membership. And like he's right now got what 820 files, I think.
So it's actually more.
Oh,
So those bundles have like 15 files in them.
oh, geesh. So then, see,
Yeah,
there
so
you
you can
go.
go to like so I started a brand back last July called Creature Crate. That's when I first started getting into flexies,
Hmm.
and I would bundle them, and they'd have like 15 files, 10 like between 10 to 15 files in each of those bundles.
Hmm.
And when I did the merge for Creature Crate and Nikko Industries, I put the bundles. We just migrated all the products
The
to
one place.
from Shopify into WordPress, where the new website is housed. And so what happened was it just migrated everything. Um, and each of those bundles, right, from July, August, September, October, November, December, 6 months of those, there's like 10 each. So just those six bundles alone, there's 60 files.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
So,
minimum.
there you go, guys. If this is something you want to get into, I printed one of the soda can holders, and it's so
Oh
freaking
yeah,
cool.
they're sitting right in front of me right now. The koozies. Hang on.
Yeah, look at all that filament, though. That's how you know he prints a lot of stuff. Just a bottom row of filament.
See, look, these just put the can in there.
Is
It's like
that
sci-fi. I was like, hey, how do you refuel? Like, how do recharge your battery, right? So you drink. So I did like fuel cells, fuel canister for these. So
that kind of looks like the thing from Monsters Inc. The yellow one.
oh yeah, dude, someone told me to do that. That's actually on my list.
Hey, so Nico, you gotta
I
make
gotta
more.
make more, dude. You got it. These are easy to make. It's
But
just a cylinder, bro. And you just like add all kinds of tiny little stuff.
so I appreciate everyone for tuning in. I appreciate you for stopping in, Nico, and even taking the time to work and do this for me and just everything you do, in the print file world, and as a whole. I know you now don't do that, but still, I think that's awesome, and I like the idea that you give back to you know the less fortunate and stuff like that. I do want to give one one quick shout out before I end this stream, and it's a sponsor plug. I have partnered up with Creality. If you guys are looking to get into the 3D print world, um, the Creality is a really great system. I'm diving in and looking at things more. If you want to get your first printer, like the Ender 3, it's about 160, 180. And they've got affordable printers. I I enjoy them a lot. Even just looking through different, you know, some of the ones that they've got, and some of what my friends have, and I really enjoy that. So if you guys are looking to get into it, and you want to go the Creality route, there you go. Or if you want to go the route with the Bamboo, is what you said?
Bamboo Labs.
Bamboo Labs.
If you're first starting out 3D printing, don't get a bamboo. Don't get an Ender 3.
So there you go. Now, what would be your first if you were to recommend? Because that's just me. I've got
A
an
CR10.
CR10.
Because I like making props. I would rather have a big plate, put something small on it, than have a small plate and want to print something big.
Yeah, I mean you can maybe get a helmet on that, but you have to cut it up a little bit. Because I've got if you guys can see there, I've got three Power Ranger helmets, and the ones on the bottom, uh, the first rack, not the Black Ranger helmet, but those barely fit. So you might just have to cut it and do it, but it could be possible. You wouldn't be able to one shot it, but you could definitely break it up into two shells. Um, but that's just now if you want to, like he said, get into like doing bigger stuff, CR10.
I'd rather have a big bed and have something small on it than have a small bed and want to print a helmet.
Yeah. Like I think my next goal is once I get all that, I'm probably gonna get a CR10. Honestly, that's like my second, and then I was
If
also
you're
look.
gonna go get a CR10 S4. I don't. Do they still make those? If not, get like a. I think it's called a CR10 Max.
Yeah.
It's some. It's the 400 plus. Get that
Now,
one.
there's also one that I looked at, and it was on one of Frank's reviews, the Elegoo Neptune 3 Max.
Yep.
That thing
So I'm
is
giving one of those away in my contest.
there. There you go. What?
Okay.
how can you
All
enter
right.
that?
So first, you have to be a member of the membership. Second, all you got to do is post something on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, Reddit. I don't give a shit where. All right. Now, the person with the most amount of likes wins an Elegoo Neptune 3 Max.
Hey, there you go. So if you guys want to enter and you're already part of his
It's easy.
membership, if
It's
you're
super easy.
not, go sign up for it, and then like he said on all of his like TikTok, Instagram, stuff like that, whichever one gets the most likes, giving away that. Kaiju said, Mac, I love these episodes. Keep them coming. And
The
Nico,
Godzilla helmet.
thank you for your service. I can't thank you enough for the awesome work you do for the less fortunate and for this incredible sub service you provide. Hopefully, soon I'll be doing the Godzilla helm. Hey,
Yo, that Godzilla helmet is fire. Glenn Skanes in the Facebook group has built the full armor. Bro,
oh, wait, which
I'm
Godzilla?
telling you,
Which Godzilla?
it's a Godzilla armor, dude.
Oh, that sounds
Yeah.
kind of dope.
Yo, I'm telling you, dude is fire. I was like, damn, make that. Yo,
Yeah.
I'm telling you, that thing's badass.
Uh,
Anyway, so for the contest, the last entry is midnight Friday Pacific Standard Time. If you guys want to put those entries in, you can either email me a screenshot of your likes and your reactions, or you can post it in the public forum on the Nikko Industries membership website, where you guys can also find, if you're troubleshooting things, you can put it there. If you guys have requests for what you guys want me to make, you guys can put it there. All that stuff.
so, but yes, guys, this was another episode of I definitely will of a day in the life of. This might be the last one for a little bit. I'm not entirely sure. I've got I'm gonna be looking for somebody. So if you guys have any recommendations, if you're following me on Twitch, send me a whisper. If you follow me on Instagram, Mac2Cool93. Any of my socials that you have, if there's a guest you want me to try and get on, I'm always open to new guests and bringing people in. I will get this episode downloaded. I will get it uploaded to my YouTube.
Yeah, I gotta upload my videos too.
So you can type in. There it is. There's the button. There you go. You can follow me, subscribe, all that on. You can type in Jed Powell or you can type in Mac2Cool93. And it will be uploaded. So appreciate everyone for being here tonight. I'm going to watch your previous videos on YouTube to the ones that I didn't have it. So are you watching the other 10? I'm down, Kaiju. We've already talked about we've got a plan. So I'm gonna keep in contact with that. But yeah, so I've got 10 other episodes. Will be 11 after Nico's goes up. So give me about probably 10 p.m. tonight, maybe 11 because after this I gotta shoot into work. But I appreciate you guys, Nico. I appreciate you. I appreciate
Thank you for
your
having me.